Your safety comes first with the First Alert Radar Network. First just got faster.
At Parker's Kitchen, we go big, like our huge, crunchy, juicy, never frozen chicken tenders with an extra large serving of Parker's signature sauce. At Parker's Kitchen.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Will Rio.
And I'm Zana Halliburton. New today, we're learning more about the upcoming funeral for a Columbia County deputy killed in the line of duty. You're looking at the route. The procession will take Monday morning starting around 11:20. Deputy Brandon Sykes' body will leave Petite Funeral Home on Davis Road and travel just over 5 miles to the Columbia County Performing Arts Center.
The procession will go through Washington Road, Ronald Reagan Drive, Evans Town Center Boulevard, and finally Main Street. Community members are welcome to line the procession route to show your support for Sykes' family and the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. The funeral will then begin at noon. All of this comes as 12 on Your Side continues to investigate the suspect that killed Deputy Sykes and critically injured Deputy Gavin White. James Montgomery's family says he was no stranger to law enforcement. His family told News 12 that he made pipe bombs all his life and it was just something he did as a kid growing up. But this turned out to be a deadly combination when paired with reported mental illnesses. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office says Montgomery was unmedicated while dealing with bipolar and paranoid schizophrenia. News 12 also uncovered Montgomery's past incidents with law enforcement, which includes a 2022 aggravated assault charge. That charge was later wiped from his record under Georgia's first offender status. Before that, there were 4 other instances in 2018 involving his ex-wife, mostly over custody trade-offs.
Today, our community is putting its full support behind the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. The blood drive continues, and several businesses have begun putting aside part of their profits for the families of the victims.
We're showing you how even elementary schools are getting involved now in just a few minutes. In the meantime, we're checking in with your First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hill for a look at your forecast heading into Thursday, because we could see some rain soon, but that is something that we need. I know you're shaking your head, but we need
it.
I
know we do need it.
We do need the rainfall, and I think we could see some beneficial rain show up between Friday and Saturday. Chances Friday, Saturday in just about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Riley. This week, many schools in Columbia County are decked out in blue in honor of deputies White and Sykes. Teachers and school staff are making sure students understand the gravity of the situation we all find ourselves in this week, but also teaching them about standing together as one and thanking our officers for the work they do to keep us safe.
To just represent them and show that we love and respect them for protecting us.
I think it's important to share that we support them and that we're grateful for them and all that they do.
Thank you, Columbia County Office.
So sweet.
That's powerful stuff.
I know. They already understand the gravity of this and are thanking our officers. Those were all students from Augusta Christian, but they're not alone in showing their support.
Your Audrey Dickerber joins us live from Augusta Preparatory Day School. Audrey, it's heartwarming to see that our students know the importance of our local deputies out there.
It is, and some schools tell me that a lot of students are actually close with the deputies that work at their schools, making this loss even harder. And actually today was supposed to be a day that Deputy Sykes typically would have shown up to work, but now a wreath hangs and a sign is placed in his honor. Feeling his absence now more than ever.
We immediately were heartbroken. In the immediate reaction, it was also shock. You know, we couldn't believe it was a person that we know so personally and who walked amongst our campus that their life was taken so quickly.
Known for always having a smile on his face.
He was always somebody that waved to me, so I would see these officers and they would always wave to me. Officer Sykes always had a smile and asked how you were doing,
while also bringing a sense of safety.
He really truly has a steadiness that he gave off, and so he was really somebody, if you would want to say, hey, I would really love for my child to meet a community helper who could keep us safe, Deputy Sykes would be, he emulated that in all of those characteristics.
And security.
We really pride ourselves on the safety of kids every day. And he really exemplified that with how he would walk amongst our community. He would talk to our students, and it helped, really, I think, students to see law enforcement as approachable and that they're members of our community that can help. And it's not this authority figure that people are often intimidated by. And that's the personable side that Officer Sykes leaves as his legacy.
He made such an impact that other schools in the area are also honoring him by wearing blue this week, putting up signs, or having their own ceremonies to pray for everyone who's been impacted.
Well, it brings us all together. You know, there's a lot of things in this world that try to tear us apart, but in situations like this, we really need to stand together.
A loss that's being felt far and wide.
And I think it's really hard to think about how not only this impacts us, but his family back home, and it really makes us think about reevaluate everything and think about how his family was impacted as well as our community.
And Augusta Prep also plans on having a private celebration of life for Deputy Sykes on Friday. And Augusta Christian is also going to be praying over some Columbia County deputies tomorrow for the National Day of Prayer. And we know all throughout the week, a lot of the schools in the area are going to be wearing blue as well. So you can just really tell how much everyone is really coming together to show support.
And this is exactly what our law enforcement officers in our community strive to do, is make that impact. And you can see right here, that's on display with Deputy Sykes and also Deputy Gavin White as well.
And we know as the days goes on, the support will only keep pouring in within our community. Thank you, Audrey, for that. Over at Christie's Coffee, A Cup of Joe also gives money back to the families of the victims. The Harlem Coffee Shop is just one of several businesses that have vowed to set aside portions of their profits to benefit these families and give our community a way to help out.
And blood donors are giving back to help replenish the local blood supply in honor of Deputy Gavin White. White needed several units of local blood to help in his recovery process, so eligible donors each went through a moment of discomfort to help save lives. Shepherd Community Blood Center says so many people have showed up for this effort.
Yesterday was a great turnout from the community. We really appreciate the support here. All of this blood goes right back into our community to help local patients in need.
In addition to helping local hospitals with these donations, Shepherd is donating $20 to deputies' families for each donation made yesterday and today. We'll let you know exactly how much our community raised as that information becomes available.
Chances are you'll spot a blue ribbon around town in the coming days. That's because a Thompson florist, Richard's Flowers, gave away free ribbons to honor Deputy Sykes and White. We're told the giveaway was a great success, and they'd already ran out just a few hours after starting to hand them away.
A good gesture there. To Augusta now, where the county's Planning and Development Director has announced her resignation. Carla Delaney says her last day will be on May 30th. Delaney has worked for the city for a decade. This will be yet another director position that Augusta commissioners will have to work to fill. It took commissioners more than a year to choose the replacement for Parks and Recreation Director, and Augusta's Housing and Community Development Director, Hawthorne Welcher, is currently on paid administrative leave, so that position's future is unclear right now. There's also the matter of a full-time EMA director, which commissioners have sought to fill since the new year.
New tonight, a 79-year-old man is arrested for reportedly attacking a hospice care worker in her car while outside of a patient's home. The victim sharing this video she managed to record on her phone during the encounter. Take a look.
Open the door. Don't come banging on my window. Do not. Shut up.
Aiken County Public Safety officers say this happened Monday on Bellry Drive. The victim says the man, John Rosso, drove up on her while she was pulling into a patient's home. The video shows him banging on her window, and as the victim rolled down her window, Rosso reportedly hit her in the face and cursed at her. Throughout the video, you can hear him yelling at the victim as she manages to get out of her car and into the yard of her patient. Rosso follows her, and at one point, he reportedly told her that she didn't belong there. When authorities got to the scene, they noted injuries on the victim's face. Rosso's charged with assault and battery, 3rd degree. We're working to learn more about this case, and we'll keep you posted.
And happening now, we're taking you live to the Sand Hills Community Center, where community members are discussing the future of the Weed School. The school was bought by Augusta's Housing and Community Development Department earlier this year, and there are hopes to turn the space into an affordable senior living apartment complex, or maybe a grocery store, library, shopping plaza, health center, or a mixed-use space. This meeting is your chance to share your thoughts on that. It started at the top of the hour. Of course, we'll let you know what comes out of this meeting, all new on News 12 at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight.
Columbia County's first freestanding ER is on its way. Today we stopped by to see the progress on this $15 million ER where the Old Fats Cafe used to be on North Bel Air Road. Doctors Hospital now says work is going along well and it should be open by fall. This ER will be staffed 24/7, 365 days a year, and will have the same level of care as an emergency room located within a hospital. Advanced equipment for CT and X-rays will be inside as well as a lab and pharmacy.
Well, heading into our weekend, we are bringing back the chance for some thunderstorms, possibly showing up as soon as Friday afternoon. Have an update for you just after the break.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
I'm Attorney George Sink.
High temperatures a little bit cooler, close to 80, and luckily my clicker's still working.